back to the Walking Dead recap show. I'm Enrique, your guide to the Walking Dead, and today I'm joined with Chandler Riggs himself, Ozzy Castro. How you doing, Ozzy?
I'm doing great. For those of you guys who are wondering, it's Halloween, so...
Yeah. We had to address the elephant in the room. This is not my natural weave. I'm sorry to depress all the fans, but this just... I'm sorry.
Yeah, I decided to let my hair grow out.
Yeah.
You know, I straightened it.
Yeah.
And then I put a bandana around and everything else, so...
We got in the Walking Dead spirit.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
You know,
right.
I wanted to be like Carl this episode.
Yeah, you want to be quick. I really see it. I really see it.
I have my own gun and everything.
Okay.
So, you know, I wanted to be, you know, just like the people who Walking Dead.
Run head first into this episode. I thought, in general, the episode was pretty strong. It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
I have some complaints that I feel like, once again...
What are the complaints?
You want to hear my complaints now? You want to hear my complaints?
I want to hear them right now.
It's a problem when halfway through the episode I finally realize what they're doing. Because I feel like they haven't explained anything this season. There's no, like, outside, like, them telling us what's happening in the narrative.
This guy...
I feel like if they did... In Game of Thrones, they literally explained their season-long, like, conquest warpath. And it worked because they could still, like, change and things could happen differently. But in here in The Walking Dead, we have no idea what's happening.
Yes,
we're just attacking them. And we don't really know
but
what they're... We need to know
war.
I know, but war has plans. We need to know the plans. And otherwise, unless we know the plans, it's boring and unstructured. That is my opinion of the day.
I don't understand because, you know, you have people like yourself and like your brother. Carlos is going to watch this. I feel like he has some adjusting to Carlos.
It'd be more interesting if we had structure.
Yes, I'll give you yes. They should have addressed some of the planning. Like my biggest negative with the show is probably Morgan's side story because
oh my gosh.
Yes, because that came out of nowhere. Okay,
yeah.
They shot everybody. Okay, and I thought he was dead. I was like, damn, there goes Morgan. That sucks. And somehow he survives. What?
Yeah, because he says so.
Like
if you can say anything in the show, anything is possible.
That was by far the dumbest scene. One of the dumbest scenes in Walking Dead. I mean, and you even heard me go like, "What?" It doesn't make any sense. I think everything else was fine. This is a war season, you know, and everybody's asking for action, action, and action, and The Walking Dead has delivered on that action.
Yeah. I feel, it would be a lot better if they structured it, though. Okay, so let's jump in straight away. Didn't we start immediately? Well, we started with Negan's people talking over the mic, or over their, what do you call it? I forgot the word. But they're talking over the radio.
Yeah, so
and then all of a sudden, Rick's force is moving. That was an excellent scene. I love the entrance. I love all the setup there. It's great. Quality stuff. Also, and then right after that, we also get, like, weird, like, a flashback for a second of, like, them all on the ground. But then we catch up with that point. Which I thought that's what they should have done last episode. Last episode we had a random flashbacks. We don't know where it's coming from. Here they finally show us where the flashbacks are coming from. And it means I feel like it was a lot better. What were your thoughts on like the first part of this episode?
Loved it, man. I mean, you just see Rick's group. I mean, and I'm gonna not even say Rick, but Rick's group. I mean, because you got the hilltop, the kingdom, and everything. But you know, you really get a feel for Rick, and he knows how to command. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
When it comes to leading people, and it's really great to see his tactics really work out, and to see, you know, that they all have a goal, and to see that they're pushing for that goal. Because I mean, I really like it. I really like seeing that they were all really pushing, especially the Alexandrians, because you know, you go back to season 5, they didn't know how to shoot a gun, they didn't know how to do anything, and now we're at that point in season 8, you know, where they've gone through so much in the last 3 seasons that they know how to fire, they know how to shoot a gun, they know how to, you know, cover each other, and it's really awesome to see that. Yeah.
I think the star of this episode, Ezekiel. King Ezekiel, solid. He had some great lines this episode, very entertaining.
Yes, great
and the tiger CGI was pretty good, not Flash bad. Not as bad as The Flash, but not as great as, like, freaking Game of Thrones. So it's like, it is in the sweet spot. It's in the sweet spot.
Yes, she was really good this episode. I mean, we only saw her for, like, a minute, but it was nice. It was good to see her.
Yeah, it was great. Also, okay, so after that beginning part of the episode, we get this weird storyline with Morgan. He's like thinks he can't die. He's spatting off random stuff. He's kind of having like weird like fever dream stuff as he's killing people. It was weird. What did you think with all this? I didn't like it.
I had a problem with, you know, him not dying.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna shoot him and him not be injured, like what is this? Like, is he Superman now? Like that doesn't make any sense. But what I did like is, you know, like, you know, we see flashbacks of I believe it was season 6, where Morgan and Rick are debating it's the debate of life, like whether we should take a life, whether they shouldn't take a life. And I really liked how he is basically adhering to Rick's word to that point. Like he's accepting there and that Rick is right.
Yeah.
And he's accepting Rick. And that scene, I basically got, he's also accepting Rick as the full-on leader. And it's crazy to see at the, like when he goes, if we, now he's preaching Rick now. He was just like, we need to end them. Mm-hmm. And I really like that, that just shows how far the character has gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think they did a good job showing that montage. But they shouldn't have put him in the spot where he gets shot and then he walks away with not even a scratch.
Yeah.
That to me was ridiculous.
Okay, and another storyline that was going on throughout this episode was between Tara and Jesus, because they were kind of like going through the facility, and then they find like one guy, and then Jesus is like, oh, we can't kill him, we gotta help him, his hands are up, and Tara's like, I want to kill them all, they're terrible, and they fight a little bit, and then they end up helping him, and then the guy they help turns on him, and then Tara's right, and then they get faced with a bigger challenge when they find even more people who surrendered, and Jesus still wants to like keep them around as hostages or whatever, and Tara still wants to kill them. Then Morgan comes out and he wants to kill them, and it's a whole mess. What do you think about all this internal conflict that's going on?
I mean, it's just kind of crazy, with whatever, like with what's going on, because Tara's been there to see what Negan has done. Tara was there when the Saviors basically took away everything from them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy to gonna see this inner conflict. I don't think it's been that bad with the Hilltop. I mean, just the fact that Negan brutally killed two of the people that are in Alexandria, brutally with a bat, and then killed, I think his name was Sebastian. I forgot his name, but killed him, by literally gutting him. Mm-hmm. It's just, I think that they're so tired of that, and they have every right to want to feel that the way they do. Mm-hmm. By the way, they're tired of, they want to show the Saviors like this is who we are, mm-hmm. and Jesus is kind of on the path of like, no, we need to keep him alive. But I like the fact that he brings up Maggie. Mm-hmm. Like Maggie's gonna say no. Yeah. Maggie's not gonna want to kill them, and I'm interested to see where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Because she was one of the people that saw Abraham.
And Glenn.
Abraham and Glenn feel the wrath of Lucille. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see that and really see where that goes. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of crazy how they're trying to save the Saviors after everything.
It was interesting.
I like that. Yeah. I like that conflict, mm-hmm. and I liked how Tara was just like, okay, Maggie might say yes, but Rick's going to say no. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see, is there going to be a debate between Maggie and Rick? If not, how is Jesus going to take that Maggie is 100% down with killing the Saviors? Yeah. I'm interested.
And finally, our last storyline was Rick was like kind of wandering around. I believe he was looking for weapons or ammo throughout the facility.
Yes.
And he finds a baby, and he kind of like freaks out for a second because he has a baby, so he just like leaves the baby kind of. And no one really addresses that. That's kind of weird. But then towards the end of the episode, he encounters a character from like the first season in Atlanta. I didn't remember him at all, and I still don't remember him. I saw pictures from the episodes he's from. His name was Morales.
Yes.
I barely remember him, but he came back, and they recognize each other, and they have a moment, and they're still pointing guns at each other. So what do you think about this whole big reveal?
It's interesting. Yeah. I don't mind getting old characters back. I think it's great, but it's interesting to see that he himself is alive.
Yeah.
I feel like for those of you guys who forgot, like Enrique should go back and watch season 1. I mean, it's only 6 episodes. I mean, and I think he's only there for like 3 episodes. If it
wasn't very memorable.
Yeah, I mean, but again, it's interesting to see this character where he's gone and everything in the last 8 years, and I think it's going to be interesting. I don't know if he's going to switch over to Rick's side. I don't know if he's going to stand Negan's side, but you can see Rick is like, you're alive, like you're safe, and he's still pointing the gun at Rick. Yeah. He's just like this. He's like, yeah, I'm alive, but I'm on Negan's side, and it's just like that's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I want to see where that goes. We got a little bit of a preview of these still two talking, but I want to see if Morales has a bigger part. Yeah, because he really had a small part in the first season, but if he has a bigger part, and if Rick eventually has to take him down, damn.
Okay. So, if you had to rate this episode on a scale of 10, what would you rate it?
I'm gonna rate it a solid 7.5.
I was thinking the same exact thing.
I mean,
7.5.
look, it's good. It's good. I mean, it's really, compared to last season, this season is better.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of the recap show on The Walking Dead. If you like this, check out some of the other videos. And if you want more movie talk, go to the ScreenFellas podcast where him and my brother, Carlos, talk movies that come out.
We will be talking Stranger Things Season 2. If you guys didn't watch it, what's wrong with you?
Yep, what's wrong with you?
What the heck is wrong with you?
I'm working through it. I'm working hard.
This is why we can't do it.
You want to hear something bad? I never finished Westworld. I just realized that the other day. I got halfway through the season and completely forgot about that show.
This is why we can't talk about shows on the...
Yeah.